friends, welcome back to my channel. Sass here. I'm here to do another review of Love and Hip Hop New York. Last night was okay, guys. Last night was just alright. Alright, let's start with Santana and Bella. Okay, Santana's home, of course, spending some time with his kids, adorable children, while Bella is out with her homegirl. So he's drawing and they're having a little craft session. So he asked the kids, me and your mom's anniversary is coming up. What should I give her? Anniversary, or was it her birthday? Whatever. And so the kids, of course, is putting in their 2 cents on what she should receive. And so Santana tells us in the confessional that, Bella has been by his side, good, bad, ugly. It's his ride or die, the mother of his children, and it's time for him to propose to Bella, as he should, okay? So he is talking to his mother, and he's telling her, he was like, I have a show coming up at the Apollo Theater, and I think it is a perfect opportunity for me to propose to Bella. His mom was like, look, that's all good, but, you need to get things straight with your brother. Now, Santana has an older brother. They nickname him Twin because him and Santana look so much alike. Now, Twin don't care for Bella. So I guess there's like this rift in the family. And his mother is like, look, y'all are brothers. Okay, I understand, Bella is the love of your life, the mother of your children, but you need to get this straight with your brother before, anything else. So Santana's like, look, I understand, how my mom feels, but I have to look out for me. Bella is the woman I want to spend the rest of my life with. And my brother just going to have to deal with it, okay? I know my mom don't want this type of tension, inside the family, because family is everything. That's all you got. But, I'm going to propose to Bella, and I want Bella to be my wife. So they go to the show, and he comes out and he says all these sweet things to Bella, and then he gets on one knee and he proposes to Bella. It was very sweet. You could tell she was happy. She said she was happy, and so they are engaged. All right. Now let's go ahead and move on to Alexis Sky. Now, last week they gave her 5 minutes. This week they gave her 10. All right. So Alexis Sky tells us that she is tired of the shenanigans at where she was at. All right, 6ix9ine, Shada, Shody, Shots Caller. I don't know what his name is, okay? Now, she's tired of bullets whizzing by her head. She's sick of it. She's sick of the FBI. She's sick of the rumors. She's sick of the killings. She's sick of the shootings. She's sick of all of it. Alexis, please play Let Me Get the Hell Up Out of Here. That's what she said. So she sits down and she talks with Jonathan and Maggie. And, she was like, look, I'm ready to pull out a banger. Okay, I want to be a hip-hop star. I love to rap. This is what I want to do. They weren't doing nothing but holding me back where I was at. Okay, I'm done with them. So Maggie's husband, Maine, had wrote a song. And she was like, Maine had wrote me a song. And I'm going to go to the studio later on, meet up with him. And I'm going to cut some bars. I'm going to do this. So Maggie has this look on her face. And Jonathan was like, oh, okay. Now let me go to Maggie. Okay, so we have Maggie. Maggie had her own business, a hair company, and before she did that, she was a singer. She had a YouTube song. She put up a video on YouTube and it got 1 million views. And so she was a singer. That's what she wanted to do. But, kids, Maine, shooting, the hair shop, it all got in her way of her dream. And she's ready to go to the next level. She wants to be a rapper. Okay. So Maine comes in and he was like, oh, hey, baby, what's going on? And so she was like, I want to be a rapper. And he was like, do what now? So she's telling him that, she's done put everything on the back burner. She is ready to make that next step musically, and she wants to be a hip hop star. Maine was like, what are you talking about? When I met you, okay, you were a singer. When I met you, that is what you wanted to do. But, you everything else happened. We had kids and, your brother illness and, just everything just, got into a way. Now, this is the first time I ever heard about you wanting to drop balls. And so she was like, rapping is easy. It's just talking. He was like, no, it's not. You don't know, what goes into being, a hip-hop star. I've been in the business for 10 years, and I am still not where I want to be. And so she was like, look, you're not wanting me to do it. You're holding me back. And he was like, how you mean? And she was like, you have a song ready. Okay, I heard that song. Why don't you let me cut that song, and then I can show you what my skills are. He was like, oh, Lord. So back to Alexis Sky. So Maggie's sitting there thinking, okay, all right, Maine, this is the song I wanted you to hear my bars drop to, and you're giving it to Alexis Sky? Oh, okay. So Alexis Sky was like, not knowing, Alexis Sky had no idea that Maine and Maggie had this tension and that Maggie wanted to be a hip-hop star. So Alexis Sky was like, won't you come to the studio, girl? Come in and sit in. And so Maggie was like, oh, I sure am. I will be there. What time was it? So Alexis Sky shows up with Maine. Maine, have her listen to the beat. And here comes Maggie. And Maine was like, what are you doing here? And so that's when Alexis Sky found out that Maggie wanted to use that song and she wants to be a rapper. And Alexis Sky was like, look, I had no idea that this was happening. You know what? My name's Bennett and I ain't in it. I'm out. So Alexis Sky pardoned herself. Out the door she went. So Maine was like, what are you doing here? And so, of course, Maggie, she was like, now, we had this conversation. I told you I wanted that song, okay? But you're going to give it to Alexis Sky. He was like, this ain't for you, okay? Alexis Sky, okay, is a rapper. This ain't for you, okay? And why are you down here, ambushing me? He didn't say that, but they go back and forth, and, Maggie is disappointed that Maine would do that to her. Now, Maggie, I don't know if you can spit bars or not, but as we have seen on all these shows, Atlanta, New York, LA, honey, it's hard to break in. I mean, Cardi B was an exception. Cardi B was an exception. So, girl, more power to you. More power to you. All right, let's talk about Rich. Rich is meeting up with his daughter, beautiful young lady, just to check in, just to, make sure she's okay because she's going through a lot. Her mother may be spending 20 years in prison, and, he just want to make sure that she's okay. And the daughter was like, I'm fine, I'm okay, but, this is my family, If I have to quit college just to focus on my family, Rich was like, no, you ain't. I wish you might. He was like, nope, that's not even an option, okay? You will continue your education. You will graduate from college. You let the grown folks worry about the grown folks. You don't need to worry about none of this, okay? You worry about you getting an education, and they no bums, okay? If somebody goes upside your head, don't you retaliate. You call Big Papa. That's what you do. I'll handle it. So she seems like a good girl, good head on her shoulders, so. That was a good little scene. So we have Rich with Jaquay and Naya. And of course he wants to run down. What's going on with Sydney? Okay. What happened? Of course Naya puts all the blame on Sydney. Says that she's not cooperating. She pulled some outfits. She didn't like it. She bucked on me. All this kind of stuff. And so Rich was like, are you serious? Why is she acting like this? She wants to take this hip-hop seriously. Why is she acting like this? So we see Sydney, okay? Sydney is at the doctor's office. As you know, she's a transgendered female. And she wants her penis gone. She wants to be a full-blown woman. So the doctor is telling her about the procedure and what does it entail. And only thing she's worried about is if she can take. That's all she worried about. So Sydney was like, I want 10 inches. I said, 10 inches? Sydney, that's what you want? Okay, I mean, good God. 10 inches? All right, you got it like that? Okay. You want it to the throat. Go ahead and get those 10 inches. No. So the doctor, of course, is amused, and he was like, well, I don't know about all that. So she finally asked him, how much will this cost? And he says, well, it'll be between $30,000 and $40,000. She was like, well, Lord. So she meets up with Mariah Lynn, because Mariah Lynn has had several cosmetic things done. So she tells Mariah Lynn about it. She was like, you know, telling her how much it costs. And Mariah Lynn was like, look, girl, you're going to have to put out a banger. Okay, you're going to have to work on this music, put out a banger, and boom, you'll have your $30,000, $40,000 to have your surgery. So, you know, Sydney was like, I'm trying, you know, Naya is up against me, Jacquay, Rich ain't returning my phone calls, what do I do? And so Riley was like, look, you just set up a meeting with Rich, I'll be there, it's all good. So that's what happens. Rich meets up with Sydney. And right there sits Mariah Lynn. And so Rich was like, what are you doing here? Okay, I'm supposed to have a meeting with Sydney, not you. What you needed backup? And Sydney was like, well, no, I don't need backup, but I've been trying to reach you. You haven't been returning your calls. He said, look, I've been dealing with some personal stuff, okay? I've been dealing with this. Let's talk about you, okay? I heard you've been acting a fool out here in these streets, okay? I hired Naya to, you know, help you. You get into arguments, you get into fights. What is going on? And so Sydney was like, look, it ain't all about me, okay? Yes, I was doing a little too much, but I tried to apologize to the cow, and she didn't accept it. So Mariah Lynn was like, well, you know, she did try to apologize. And Rich was like, I ain't talking to you, okay? I'm talking to Sydney. So then Sydney was like, listen, I got some music. I want you to hear this. So Mariah Lynn was like, look, Rich, let her, you know, play you this song. Just listen. And so they play this song. Sydney's up. She's dancing. You know, she's like, hey, it's a banger. Hey, you know, she is just all excited. Rich, meanwhile, is on his phone paying her dust. Okay. Mariah Lynn was like, you know, ain't this some crap? Okay. He is ignoring this girl. Okay. This girl is trying. Okay. This is a banger. And he is ignoring her. All right. So then Mariah was like, look, I ain't got time for this. She was like, you being rude, you being disrespectful. She said, but one thing that you ain't gonna do is be disrespectful to me. She said, you walked on up in here with your chest all blowed up. She said, just last night or whenever last week, you had another organ that was blowed up. Mariah Lynn took the cat back. Her Mariah Lynn said, I've been sleeping with Rich here, there, everywhere. We've been carrying on a little some, and so Rich, honey, he played it mute. Y'all know the term Helen Keller, mute. So Mariah Lynn gets up, she storms out, and she was like, talk to you later, boo. So out the door she went. And so Rich, of course, you know, was a little sniggling. And so he was like, okay, yes. And me and Mariah Lynn are complicated. We are friends with benefits. And yeah, I listened to that, you know, that little song, and it was okay. It was clean. Her bars was nice. It could be a banger. It could be a bop. And so, you know, him and Sydney, you know, are at peace now. He will continue to work with Sydney. All right, guys, that's it. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, friends, bye.